And good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for choosing Across the Fence. I'm Will Michael in this afternoon for Judy Simpson. Our focus today is on education. There was a time, a generation or two ago, when a high school diploma was the ticket to the job market. Well, today's job market is obviously much different, and a person without at least some post-secondary education is likely to struggle. That's one of the reasons why Vermonters might want to consider a pre-college program. And as an added incentive, starting this year, Vermont high school students can take up to 2 college courses for free. So to find out more, I'm joined by Robin Gronlund. Robin is the director at the University of Vermont's division, of continuing education and long-distance learning, and it is a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
So why should someone be considering or exploring or asking about a pre-college program?
Sure. Well, high school students, this is a great opportunity to get a head start on college. Students can take courses through the University of Vermont, as you said, tuition free, which is a super opportunity to really have an experience, a college experience, very low risk in the sense of the student gets to try out different courses in a career field that they might be interested in, and also the credits that they earn are transferable to an institution that they choose to attend.
This is something that you generally recommend for a high school freshman, a high school senior, somewhere in between?
Right. It's typically for what we call rising juniors, so students that are in between their sophomore and their junior year, or rising seniors in high school, which would be between their junior and their senior. So junior and their sophomore, junior year, junior, senior year.
Yep. Now, talking before the program, UVM's pre-college program is about 10 years old, is that right?
Yes, I believe it is. Most recently, it really has been expanded. Students are very interested in moving through their high school years and getting as much experience with college as they can before they enter in and choose a college. So the pre-college program really is this experiential opportunity where the students can both take a college course and get an academic experience as well as be on a college campus and get a social experience.
In part because they're not alone. My research indicates there's about 300 or 400 high school students in UVM's pre-college
That's
program.
right. We had about 350 last year, and we expect more because of the expansion of the dual enrollment program.
So we're going to talk about dual enrollment in just a moment, but let me ask, what types of courses would UVM offer? What kind of courses would a pre-college student want or need?
Sure. Well, there are about 100 what we call entry-level courses at UVM that are available for high school students. So these are typically your first-year courses like English, biology, a math course. A lot of colleges require these courses for students, to graduate, and so getting ahead on those courses is a great opportunity.
And as part of, I guess it's different from pre-college, and I don't want to confuse our viewers, but you also do have something called a summer academy. Is that, the summer academy is separate? Is that also part of pre-college?
So Summer Academy is an on-campus experience where students can be on campus for 2 weeks taking a course as well as be online taking the course. So the whole experience is 4 weeks. There are 2 sessions for Summer Academy. One starts on June 30th and the other is on July 14th. And students live on campus with other high school students taking courses. So it's as much an academic as it is a social experience where they can really be on campus and do the types of things that college students do.
And I guess I should have been clear. My notes indicate that program too is open to those rising juniors and seniors.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Part of what we're really talking about, the academics aside, is a socialization. I'm not sure that I can come up with the right word, but this goes beyond, academics is the entree, the key, and I don't want to lose sight of that, but we're talking about a maturation process too, aren't we?
Yeah. I think experience is a great teacher. So if you think of a student being on campus, living in the residential hall, eating in the dining hall, participating in some recreational activities and social activities, students start to begin what it feels like, start to understand what it feels like to be a college student in an environment during the summer where it's beautiful, the campus is open and gorgeous and green, as well as there's not as many people on campus. So these students are getting to know one another socially and academically. They're in classes with faculty where the class size is really on average about 11 students. So they're working with faculty that are experts in their field and doing field work often, excursions. So it really can be a very fun as well as interesting for these students. We heard students who did the program last year who said, you know, this is amazing. I'm so excited about going to college. I feel really good about it. It's not as scary as it can be for some.
And I don't mean this in any bad light whatsoever, but times have changed. A couple of generations ago, there was no identification of a pre-college program. Do you have any insights into that? What has changed, say, from maybe our grandparents' or parents' generation to now our children's generation?
Well, I think going to college is critically important as you advance.
As we talked about at the beginning.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really important. And so ways to move students from high school to college and making that a easier transition are being put in place. As you know, the Vermont legislature has approved passed a bill called the Flexible Pathways Bill, Act 77. And basically what that bill is meant to do is to help students progress from high school, to make it easier, to make it a more natural process, because we need to move more high school students into the college system for our economy. And it's just a very important part.
And their well-being.
Yes, and their personal well-being, right.
What hasn't been said, and I think a lot of our viewers know this, it's been reported, especially as dual enrollment, the announcement came out. We have a very interesting dichotomy or dilemma in Vermont in that we have one of the highest high school graduation rates in the country, but we only send about half of those kids or a little more on to college.
Right.
So this is designed to fill that gap. It's designed to say, look, you're doing great work in high school, let's continue that. Right.
It is a strategy to help students move forward. I think Vermont is the third lowest in college continuation rate, from high school to college.
And when you compare that to the fact that we're at the top of the, some 88 to 90% of kids do graduate from high school.
Right.
There's a vacuum there is what we're saying in programs like the. Now, another strategy to fill that in, and the viewers will recall that at the beginning of the program I said free college classes. Tell us about that. It's under the umbrella called dual enrollment, and it literally provides free college classes to Vermont high school rising juniors and seniors.
Yes, that's exactly right. Over that 2-year period, students can take 2 college courses tuition free. And that program is available at applicable at a number of Vermont colleges, but in particular, because I'm talking about UVM, it is available at UVM as well. So what the students do is they end up enrolling, and the tuition is free. That's basically how it works.
And again, just underscoring, this is available to all Vermont public high school students.
Correct, Vermont public high school students.
We're going to have some contact information that's UVM specific. In general, how would someone find out more about this dual enrollment? Just Googling it, going online?
That should work.
Calling the university admissions or something like, and our director, Nick Hargrave, is putting up now some of the pre-college information, and that website at the bottom is important.
Right, it's uvm.edu/precollege. You can also Google Vermont High School Summer Programs, and our website should come up. Summer is actually administered by the Continuing Education Division. So if a student or a parent is interested in getting more information, they can also call us at 656-2085. That's our direct line to our front desk, and they can be put in touch with an advisor that can help them.
Now, we've touched on pre-college, the Summer Academy. My research indicates that there are at least a few other summer offerings at UVM, and I wonder if you can touch on those
Sure.
briefly.
We have a very robust summer program at the university. We offer over 500 courses online and on campus, and students typically use summer as a way to catch up or get ahead in their degree, to make sure they graduate on time. The summer is a vibrant place to be. I'm not sure if you know this, but Burlington was voted as the best college town in America by Travel and Leisure magazine. So we have a number of students who visit our campus in the summer, who come from other colleges that take courses at UVM and benefit from in-state tuition rates because they're Vermonters.
And well, as you're talking too, you're reminding me that, again, that process of assimilating with new friends and new social experience. You're not just meeting kids from your own county, you're meeting them from 13 other Vermont counties, and you're meeting them from outside the state borders too.
That's right. Well, and the pre-college program has a number of out-of-state students. So it's not just Vermonters that these students are going to school with. They're going to school with, I think we had students from California and Colorado last year. And so it is, the campus is an interesting place to be in the summer because the classes are very small and you get to know people, but you also get ahead.
I know some cynical parents will say that admissions is a game, and there are certain things that it is helpful to know, and I'm not going to say that it is a game, but one of the points here is that by engaging in a pre-college or summer university or summer academy, you're also making a statement as that goes along with your application, that I am serious, that I am getting prepared.
Right.
So that there is a small point here, which is you're making an impression when you do go to apply to college.
Sure. I think that when the students, and we know this for sure, that when the students complete a college level course, what they're demonstrating is college readiness. And it's a bit different than an AP course. You know, a lot of students are taking advanced placement courses during high school. Now, to have those courses transfer, those credits transfer, they have to get a 3, a 4, or a 5 on a test. For AP credits to transfer. And a lot of colleges aren't accepting AP credits anymore. So getting a real college course under your belt, those credits will transfer. They will transfer to college.
That's an excellent point. Another really important point for everyone, I don't care where you come from, is that a pre-college program, particularly in Vermont, allows you to cut college costs.
You're right.
So open that up a little bit more so that people can really understand how, when we say, oh, you go to a pre-college, you can cut the costs. How does that occur?
Well, I'll give you some examples. So when you have, let's see, I guess it would be if you took 2 courses, it ends up being 6 credits. So it's two courses that you take with you when you go to college. Let's say your first year of your college experience, you're taking a really difficult course, you're learning you've got meeting your roommate, you're doing all kinds of things. Let's say you drop a class. So now you're down 1 course. That could cause you, and maybe you drop another class, that could cause you to not graduate in 4 years. So if you have these extra courses under your belt, you can lighten your load with no risk, really, of not getting off track to graduation. So it's a great safety net for a student to go into college with.
So we have this cost-cutting piece, we've got the assimilation, the literally living in the environment. About a minute left, the importance of relationships for a young high school student to be meeting, working with a college professor.
Right.
Wow, what an opportunity.
It really is. And I have heard from high school students that one of their greatest fears is they won't be successful academically. They won't be able to handle the work. Well, by taking a course ahead of time, when you're just taking one, and you can really focus, and you can get to meet the professor as a real person who cares about your learning experience, it really is very reassuring. And students where, choosing a college is very, confusing. It really helps give them the security and confidence that they'll be successful.
So Robin, I need to jump in, about 30 seconds left. We're doing this program this time of year because it is the right time to be looking for it. Summer is only a few months around the corner.
Yeah, it sure is.
Again, the website for us as we go so that people can log on, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles can help their children.
Okay, it's uvm.edu/precollege or Google Vermont High School Summer Programs.
I want to thank you very much for being with us. An excellent discussion and very important information for Vermonters.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Robin. That is our program for today. We know you have choices So thanks for choosing us. I'm Will Michael, inviting you to join us back here each weekday afternoon for another visit across the fence.